Hey, what's up, everybody? I know it's early. Thank you for joining me on this live session. But you know what I got to do? I got to make sure everything's working properly. Let me check out Instagram real quick. That looks good. Let me check out our LinkedIn real quick. Let's do that. What we got on LinkedIn? Okay. All right, that looks good. Let's check out our YouTube. That looks good. Facebook looks good as well. All right, y'all. Welcome. I wanted to do this live session for people who just early in the morning, right? So, and I want to stay consistent with it, just to be honest with you. Some of the late nights, be super busy and I can't make the live. So I wanted to just make sure I give you your daily dose of Cloud Confidence Clinic. So, excuse me, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Broadus Palmer. I'm founder of Level Up in Tech and Cloud Career Coach, where we help mid-career professionals transition into cloud engineering by learning how to solve problems as a cloud engineer. And then we help them learn how to paint roles. And we do this by really giving them the projects and experience and the content that moves the needle for them. All right. So what I like to do every day is these sessions called Cloud Confidence Clinic. And this is really to help you build a mindset and help you land a cloud role. I know some of you come here, you may be really confused or overwhelmed about jumping into tech or even cloud engineering, and you have questions, or you just have a certain mindset about it because someone or people, maybe mentors, have spoken things that you may have taken to heart and believe. And sometimes these are considered roadblocks that you need to just move past to help you get into that role. So before I begin, I want to make sure everyone can hear and see me well. If you can, put yes in the comments or put no, I can't hear you. Let me check Instagram as well. Yes, if you can hear me. No, if you cannot. Well, obviously, if you can't hear me, you wouldn't be able to say no. But can you hear me? All right, let me see. Put the yes in the chat. I want to make sure. Okay. All right. Cool. We got that. Cool. All right. So, how was your week? Let's talk about that. How was the week? Did we get the days accomplished that, as far as momentum that we needed to get? So we started the week with Sunday. All right. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right. So 7 days right now, you should have accomplished at least small goals and small steps towards you building the experience you need as a cloud engineer. Now, I'm going to give you out of the 7, I'm going to give you 2 days. You can give you 2 days, but the 5 days, you need to be moving forward. Whether that's reading something, doing something, learning something, whatever it is, you have to keep the ball moving forward. Now, one thing that we always get into that I want to say, and I want to just let you know that this is not the right way. We always want to learn 1,000 things at once, and it's totally impossible. So what you're going to do is get yourself in a predicament where you're just going to be super stressed out because your brain is context switching from here, and you just can't absorb all of that information, let alone one thing. So think about it. One thing before, like, let's say we're learning Linux right now, and then we're going to move on to Docker next. I'm just making an example. let's say you learn Linux for about 3 weeks and somebody say, okay, it's time to move on to Docker. You'll be like, oh my God, hold on. I don't know everything I need to learn about Linux. And we put ourselves in that situation where we want to be the expert at something before we move forward. So think about it. If you want to be the expert at something before you move forward on one thing, imagine if you're learning 5 things, you would never move forward. And the thing about tech, to be successful, is all about progress. Like, that's it. It's all about progress. Think about it as somebody who's trying to, on a fitness journey, right? They're not going to be experts in lifting weight or running form, whatever it is, immediately. This comes with showing up every day and making progress and having the experience. Like, okay, I'm running uphill. I ran 5 miles. I ran across this terrain. Or I lift this type of weights. I lift this type of bars. I did this type of lift, etc. And you would just know what works after trying things over time. You see what I'm saying? And that comes with, guess what? Showing up every day, making progress. I'm talking to somebody already, because that's the fight that a lot of you are fighting right now, is to be consistent. That is the key for your success out of everything else. It's the learning. It is the learning, right? But the learning comes with being consistent. It's the experience, right? But the experience comes with being consistent. It's landing a role, but the landing a role part of this comes with being consistent. You can have somebody who has 10 years of tech experience, and you can have somebody who has no tech experience, and that person with no tech experience will run laps if they are consistent, and the person with 10 years is not. I'm just giving you the honest, or giving you the clarity that I wish I had when I was getting into this, right? So, with that being said, I love questions. Please put your questions in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them. If I can't, let me get back to you on that, right? But don't be afraid to ask the question, because if you have the question, that means somebody else may have the question. And for you to ask it and I answer it, that means you're helping someone else out as well. Okay. So this thing called consistency is just, when we're on a roll, sometimes life gets in the way. And as you see, I deal with it right now when we are trying to um, do this cloud confidence clinic almost daily, as I told you I would do. However, guess what? Sometimes I got to switch the schedule. Sometimes it ain't gonna be 9:30 all the time for y'all, right? Sometimes it might be 8:30 a.m., right? But that is for me to stay consistent in helping you. We got to do what we got to do. And on this journey of me being consistent, my goal is to help over 1,000 people just from this cloud confidence clinic just level up their mindset to say, I got it. I'm going to take the steps I need to land a role, because that's what I set out to do. And I've been playing and bullshitting with my career too long. So whatever we need to do to adjust and to make sure we stay consistent, we'll be happier for it. So like right now, it's 8:30, 8:39. I'm talking to y'all, and I'm glad I'm getting it out the way, because if I waited on a Saturday night where we could have friends over, busy over friend's house, etc., it may not happen. I'm just being super transparent with you for the Saturday. So we have to get it out today. Somebody said, what about dedication? I mean, that's the same thing as being consistent. You're dedicating your time every day to show up. Consistency is dedication. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if it's consistent for an hour a day, some people are consistent for 4 hours a day. That's what their time allows. Some people don't have that type of time, and they can only be consistent an hour a day. But guess what? Your hour a day is moving you closer to your goal quicker than you think. Number two, while we're consistent, we shall not compare ourselves to others. That is the leading factor of people quitting, because we compare ourselves to other people's journey and we say, that person got a job. It ain't happening for me. And we got to understand, you don't know what that person had to go through to learn, be confident, and forge themselves into the engineer that they need to become to land that job. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't know the sacrifices they made. So why would you compare yourself to them? You see what I'm saying? Like, so just a little bit of background. Like, I'm just being super transparent because, like, I live in a great neighborhood with great neighbors, right? And we all, upper middle class neighborhood, homes are, a great amount, and we live in a great area. But every single person that lives in the neighborhood had a different journey of getting here, right? Some have been here longer than others. But guess what? If the goal was getting here, like at this point in our lives, we all are here. But I can't look at my neighbor or look at my boy down the street or look at my neighbors over here. And, before I got here, like if I was riding through because before I got here, we was riding through the neighborhood, all the time. Like, yeah, this is who we want to be. But I couldn't look at the other houses like, they in here, why are they in here? And I'm not. The journey is the journey. You see what I'm saying? The journey is the journey. You just have to say, hey, I'm willing to just divorce the outcome a little bit, to just focus on getting better every day, because my better is going to get me where I am. So for those of you believers, I just want to say, like even the book of Proverbs in the Bible gives you principles in life and how to be as a disciple of God, and have God instilled in us, right? And gives us principles on our finances, etc. Right? And all we have to do, to be honest with you, is to focus on being that, and everything else will fall into place. This is just like your journey. We're so busy focused on the outcome, and it's not coming fast enough, that we're not even realizing that the things that we're doing now is preparing us for that. But we look at what's happening because it's happening for other people, and we dismiss everything that we're doing right now just because it's not happening fast enough for us. And we dismiss I'm frustrated because I can't get this project to complete. I'm frustrated because this lab won't work. I'm frustrated because I don't know this terminology. I have to do some research and it's frustrating. We bypass or dismiss all of those things and think they are actually roadblocks that are stopping us from becoming the engineer. And the whole time, it is the exact process that we need to become the engineer that we said we wanted to become. As soon as we said we wanted to become it, God has made the path for us to become it. As soon as we said this is what we want to do, all the resources and everything that we need is around us. And some resources don't come until after others. Some resources and people won't come into our life till we're ready for them. Because if they come right now where our mindset is another way, we'll just chase them away. We won't be ready to receive what they're ready to give. So for those of you who are frustrated on your journey, just understand the frustration is building you. Okay? Out of the frustration, the enemy is using that tactic to tell you that you're not good enough, tell you that you'll never make it. And the only thing you have to do really is just be thankful that you're going through the fire to be forged. Because otherwise, if you didn't go through the fire to be forged into what you said you wanted to be, if it was given to you right now, you wouldn't be able to keep it. So be thankful for the journey. That's it. Stop looking at other people landing roles and saying, oh, that's not me. Or stop even looking at the fact that you get rejected and say, this is not for me because I got rejected so many times. Just, hey, if you got rejected, it's okay. Do you understand there's so many variables that go into you in a company matching, right? Like, for instance, you could be rejected because, like I say this all the time, you could be rejected because a company probably put out a role and they already had somebody matched for that role, but by law, they have to put out the role to public over a certain course of time, right? Or you could be rejected because you just don't have the experience needed to land a role. And then you like, oh my God, I don't have the experience. Well, we have to look at what are we doing? Like, we're so quick to let me get my words. We're so quick to blame other things instead of sometimes looking at ourselves. What do you mean, bro? We're so quick to say the industry's saturated, the companies are not hiring, there's so much competition. All of these things could be true. But another thing that could be true is this: you didn't prepare for the role that you applied to, or you didn't align your skill set with the skill sets they said they wanted. So you applied to a role that said they wanted XYZ skill sets, and you give them ABC skill sets on your resume, and then you get pissed off because you got a rejected letter. If we sit back and we examine our steps before we make them, like, okay, I like this job. Instead of let me apply to this job real quick and my resume going, you got to understand, like, the speed is not going to help you in this. It's the thought process and strategy. Well, let me hurry up. Let me hurry up, do my resume real quick so I can hurry up and apply to this role. That's not going to help you. What's going to help you is understanding exactly what they said they needed. If you look at the requirements, the first 4 requirements are the most important. Do you have those? Do you have those or not? You see what I'm saying? Do you have the major requirements? If you don't, or if you can't showcase your ability, if you haven't had projects or aligned them to what they said they needed, then don't apply to the role, because you're going to just be frustrated and get yourself hyped up because the industry not. No, sometimes it's you. So, hey, I'm just giving you game as I talk here. So we're looking at a role. We can look at, like, what team does this role report to? Oh, it reports to this team. Okay. I don't know anybody on this team, but guess what? You can look at, let's say, if it's, I don't know, infrastructure or whatever, right? You can look at infrastructure team at XYZ company. And it on Google, it will pull up somebody that's on LinkedIn that's part of that team. And it may pull up the manager. You can even put manager on there. And it will direct you to somebody that's on that team, or you can go ahead and give you a head start to start sifting through and find the right person. And then you connect with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, whatever the name is, I want to introduce myself. My name is Broadus Palmer. I actually reaching out because I'm interested in the XYZ role over at ABC Company. And I noticed that role reports to this team. And I just wanted to really reach out to see what are the chances, you had 5 minutes to chat, because I would love to know more about how did you come to work there, what the culture's like there, and what's keeping you working at ABC Company. 99% of the people that apply to roles don't even do that. When you see a role and it says 100 people clicked applied, I guarantee you 99 people did not reach out to someone on that team or someone within that company first. Guaranteed. All right. So let's see. God places us on a path for us to walk through trials and to make us stronger. And it's not really, it's trials, right? But it's forging. Like immediately when you say you want to do this, and if it's in God's will, He's going to give you the resources. It's all about if you want to do it or not. If you want to be like, so I was talking to someone, and I'm not going to name them, but I was talking to someone who deals with a lot of anxiety, like a lot of us do. And I said, hey, sometimes we have to look at this from a different perspective. Sometimes we look at anxiety like, hey, something's wrong with me. Oh my God, what's going on? I shouldn't feel this way. I don't like feeling this way. Right. I said, but what if we look at this from a different perspective of, hey, what is my body telling me? Like, if we look at it like, okay, I feel, off today. I feel heightened anxiety. Okay, what over the past week did I look at, or did I talk to someone that kind of got me out of whack, or have I been eating bad all week, just eating trash all week, and it's gotten me this way? Because we have to look at this from a different perspective, as if too sometimes the anxiety we go through, well, I ain't gonna say sometimes, most of the time, the anxiety we go through is to push us to change ourselves and to forge ourselves into the person that God needs us to be to experience the heightened growth that we said we wanted out of our lives, right? So, hey, I've been eating, like so somebody who's been eating trash for the last few years, and now they have this anxiety, everything's bothering them, they looking at things, obviously. I mean, let's be super transparent. Some things we look at on TV, some things we look at on our phone can heighten our anxiety. But what if we look at it from a different perspective of, hey, maybe it's time to get rid of those things and stop ingesting those things, from the food to the things that we watch, and start forging and watching things that are positive and things that tell us who we are, and things that and learn things that can help us to build ourselves to a next level, because that's the way that God's pushing us, for us to grow, to get what we need to get. And the thing that keeps us in the anxiety, right, is the fact that we don't want to do none of that forging, and we just want it to go away. And it doesn't go away. Or we like, and sometimes we have to take medicine, but hey, I'm gonna take medicine and I'm not gonna change anything that I'm doing. I just want the feeling to go away. When the whole time, really, we need to look at, hey, this is something that is forging us to change ourselves for the better. Like, I don't like this anxiety that I face, but I'm gonna continue to look at things on TikTok and just heighten my anxiety. I'm gonna continue to ingest all the negativity that I see on social media, instead of learning, putting positive things into my mind, reading, understanding what God says about me, etc. I'm talking to somebody who's going through this journey right now. This is the same journey you go through in your career. All the anxiety, all the heightened frustration is to push us. We said we wanted this thing. It's to push us to who we said we wanted to be. But some of us don't want to go through the change. We just want the feeling to go away and the success to be there. And it doesn't work like that. Who am I talking to? Are you getting something out of this? Please, if you are, put the gems in the chat. If you're not, put thumbs down. I'm open to criticism. I just want to make sure you're getting something out of this. Let me look at Instagram here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Am I are you getting something out of this? Please let me know. You know what I'm saying? Wrapping up week 3 and Lewitt loving it so far. Wilmer, appreciate it, brother. So the whole time we're ducking and dodging the thing that's going to forge us just to get around the actual process, but we can't. You cannot be a cloud engineer without learning how to be one. You cannot get into tech without learning that role. You will not get the job until you become the person who can get the job. That's just what it is. Are you ready to go through that though? You see what I'm saying? The cloud project is like doing a math problem. You have to break down the steps to how you come with the answer, right and or wrong. It's same doing cloud. Yeah, so like it's just a process. Like just a process. It's not the end of the world. It's not people are scared to break things in tech like they're going to break life. Like if I press this button, a nuclear bomb is going to go off and nuke the whole entire earth. It is tech. There's nothing to be scared of. Tech is there. Tech is built from your imagination. Like, understand this. This entire industry and how it solves problems is built off of our imagination. You just have to understand that you got to come into this with your imagination so you can add a piece to the puzzle from yourself, from your thought process and how to solve problems. You never know. You might be the person that creates another tool or service that changes the world. Somebody had to create Linux. Somebody had to create Unix with Windows and all of that. Somebody had to create cloud. Jeff Bezos created AWS. Somebody had to create Google Cloud. All these things that we're using right now is because of someone's imagination, not because this outer being created it and only the few are accepted. If Jeff Bezos can build a company and solve problems around the world in tech, so can you. Oh, well, I'm not Jeff Bezos. You're not. You Kendra Jenkins. You're Wilmer Soto. Salvation. You're Russell. You're Lalu. You're Benjamin. You're not Jeff Bezos. Guess what? You can offer something more powerful and more valuable than Jeff Bezos. Well, how would you say that, brothers? Why would you? Because you already have the blueprint from what he does. You take and you learn what other people have done and you build upon that. You already have the blueprint for what Jeff Bezos and whoever else you follow in the industry has done. So what makes you think you can't be more powerful than them in this industry? Put this in the chat right now. Every day we want to say this. I will be successful. Matter of fact, no. Let's cut that. I am successful and I am a cloud engineer. Put that in the comments. I want to see that right now. I am successful and I am a cloud engineer. And I'll wait. I am successful and I am a cloud engineer. Sorry, my dog is here, y'all. All right, Rocky, go ahead. Go out. I'm not moving till I see it now. I am successful and I am a cloud engineer. Because if you can't say it for yourself, don't expect nobody else to say that you are either. So that's where we start. It starts with what you say. I am successful. I am a cloud engineer. 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 And I am a cloud engineer. Yes, absolutely. How do you access internships and entry-level roles? I am successful and I am a cloud. You access them by applying to them. There's no secret way to access internships or cloud entry-level cloud roles. There was no such thing as entry level cloud roles as junior cloud roles, right? But just go to LinkedIn, type in entry level tech roles or entry or junior level cloud roles. That's it. Or internships, cloud internships. There's no, let me show you the, hey, my name is Broadus. Let me show you the the masterful way to access. It's no way, like it's no secret list of internships, so you can, you know, type it in Google, you can type it in LinkedIn, and internships will pop up. Like you can one company I know that do internships. It's like IBM, I think Airbnb maybe, a bunch of them do internships. No problem. All right, I'm successful and I'm a cloud engineer. Speaking into existence. Yes, like the word says that whatever you decree, you shall have. Like it literally says, if you have nothing but negative to say about yourself, close your mouth. That's how powerful your words are. So when you say, see, man, the industry's saturated, I'll never get a job. That's how powerful your words are. You would never get a job. You keep saying it. That's why even when you feel frustrated or you feel like you're hitting a roadblock, it's not really a roadblock, but you just need to say, hey, thank you for this trial that I'm going through that's forging me into the cloud engineer that I need to be to land the biggest role possible. And you're going to land where you're supposed to land. And guess what? When you land there, all the shit that you've been through won't even matter. I guarantee it. You can apply to 1,000 jobs. You can be on an 18-month journey full of frustration. When you land your first cloud role and you finally land that role in a company and you align and you get that offer letter and you sign it and it's real, none of that is going to matter. You won't even care. I promise you. So, with questions. Who got questions before I hop off today? Who got questions? I can stay on just a little bit longer with y'all. I want to answer some questions. Has this been useful for y'all? Like, please, let me know. I asked y'all to put gems in the chat if you got something out of this. Thumbs down if you haven't. Just let me know. Like, has this been useful? I want to make sure we help change this mindset and reframe your mind, and you can walk away with a new frame of mind, because that's all it takes for you to get into a tech role. The tech can be learned. Anybody can learn this. It's this that you have to change, because other than that, you won't make it. All right. Has this been successful? I mean, this has been useful and valuable for y'all. Put the gems in the chat, please. Let me know. Let me know. All right, let's see what we got here. Somebody says sometimes it's not easy. Well, if it was easy, everyone would be able to do this. Everyone can do this. But if it was easy, you think saturated now, it'll be saturated like a mug. You see what I'm saying? So you doing it because this is your area of expertise that you want to fall in. Like somebody who's a doctor, it's not easy. They got to go to school, they got to do a bunch of stuff for years. So if this is where you want to go, this is the thing you have to do. Okay. So look, we got a cohort coming up. And if you've been stuck, if you've been trying to figure out how can I do this? I don't want to do this on my own, but I really need the real momentum to move into a cloud role. I want to invite you to drop Level Up in the comments, and then I'll reach out to you to see if it's a way we can help you with Level Up in Tech. We have a few people that's working with us right now. So let's see. Yep, wrapping up read 3, loving it so far. So this is just a process, one of the process that we help just forge you into an engineer. And don't worry about what it takes. Just worry about, hey, you got the outcome that you want. And we're going to help you reach that outcome with a 6-step process. So if you sitting here like, I'm overwhelmed, I want to do this, I don't want to do it alone. I've been trying other ways. I've been doing this on my own for a while and I'm stuck. Put level up in the comments and I'll reach out to you. But for those of you who want to continue the journey and hey, just be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. There's no need for you to bash yourself if you're not, when you're not reaching the goals that you want to reach in a certain time, because all it takes is consistency. That's all we ask for. Like if you're ready to be consistent, dedicate yourself to the work, invest in yourself, work with as a team, put level up in the chat. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all right now. And tomorrow I'll see y'all. We're gonna talk, we're gonna chat. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Since you didn't put it in the comments, reach out to me on LinkedIn and we get those questions answered as well. So until tomorrow, let's do something today that makes us move forward closer to our goal. If you have any questions, etc. Yes, it is paid. This is a paid program. It's not a free cohort at all. So reach out to me or put level up in the comments if if you're interested in it. We just see if we might be able to help you. Right before we talk about all of that, let's just see if you even need our help. All right. So love y'all. Let's keep moving. Oh, sorry. Love y'all. Let's keep moving. Do something little every day that's going to move us towards the goal. And yeah, see y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye.